If you're over 60, this may be the most important video you watch this year. Picture this for a moment. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs in your own home. Nothing dramatic, no emergency, but your knees already feel tense, your legs hesitate, and suddenly something that used to be automatic feels intimidating. There was a time you took stairs without thinking, 2 steps at a time. Now, every step feels calculated. And here's the truth most people never tell you. This is not happening because you're getting old, and it's not because your legs are weak. A major 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging Research discovered something shocking. 73% of adults over 60 struggle with stairs not because of strength loss, but because they've lost specific movement patterns. Patterns your body once used effortlessly. Patterns that quietly shut down with age, unless you deliberately keep them alive. Even more surprising, researchers found that people who could still climb stairs easily at 75 all shared the 5 specific movement patterns. Patterns most exercise programs, most gyms, and even many physical therapists completely ignore. Dr. Michael Chen, an orthopedic surgeon at Johns Hopkins, decided to test this. He took these 5 movements and gave them to over 1,200 patients aged 60 and above. The results stunned everyone. Within just 8 weeks, 89% of them could climb stairs with the same ease they had decades earlier. No gym, no machines, no expensive programs, just 5 simple movements that reprogram your body to move the way it used to. And the most powerful one, which I'll reveal as Number 1. Improved stair climbing ability by 67%. When done for just 3 minutes a day. Scientists at Stanford were so surprised by this movement that they repeated the study 3 times. Convinced there had to be a mistake, there wasn't. And once you understand the science behind it, you'll immediately see why most exercise advice fails people over 60. This video isn't really about stairs, it's about this question. Will you be hiking with your grandkids at 75, or struggling to stand up at 65? Before we begin, tell me in the comments, how old are you, and what daily activity has become harder lately? I personally read and respond to as many comments as possible, because your story helps thousands of others realize they're not alone. Now let's get started. Here are 5 movements that can make stairs feel easy again. Number 5. The wall sit hold. This movement surprised even experienced physical therapists, because it looks simple, almost too simple, but it targets something most exercises completely miss. Your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs, don't just need strength, they need isometric endurance. That means the ability to hold strength in one position. And here's why that matters. When you climb stairs, your muscles aren't constantly moving. Nearly 40% of each step is spent in a holding position, right in the middle of the movement. Traditional squats train motion, but they ignore this holding phase. A 2022 study from the University of Michigan tested this exact idea. Participants over 60 performed wall sits for just 90 seconds a day. In 6 weeks, their stair climbing speed improved by the 34%. So, not from lifting heavier weights, not from cardio, from learning how to hold strength again. Here's how to do it correctly. Stand with your back flat against a sturdy wall. Walk your feet forward about 2 feet, shoulder width apart. Now slowly slide down until your thighs are roughly parallel to the floor. Your knees should form about a 90-degree angle. Important detail here. Your knees stay directly above your ankles, not pushed forward past your toes. Press your lower back gently into the wall, tighten your core, and breathe. Most people hold their breath during wall sits. Don't. Holding your breath spikes blood pressure and reduces endurance. Instead, breathe slowly through your nose. If you're new to this, start with 20 seconds. That's enough. The goal isn't suffering. The goal is perfect form. Each week add 5 seconds. Work your way up to 90 seconds total. Once you reach that point, there's a powerful upgrade surgeons love. While holding the wall sit, lift one heel, slightly off the ground for 5 seconds, then switch. This mimics the single leg stability you need on stairs. A study from the Cleveland Clinic found that adding this heel lift variation improved stair confidence by an additional 28% TOS. Do wall sits every other day, preferably earlier in the day. Some people feel energized afterward, so avoid doing them right before bed. This movement rebuilds endurance, but endurance alone isn't enough. Next, we train control, especially for going downstairs, and this is where most people struggle the most. Number 4, step downs. This exercise flips everything most people believe about stairs. Most seniors practice stepping up, thinking that's the problem. But science shows the real danger isn't going up, it's going on down. A 2023 study from Harvard Medical School followed over 800 adults aged 60 and above. The researchers compared two groups. One group practiced step-ups only, the other focused on controlled step-downs. The results were clear. The step-down group improved overall stair safety and confidence by 45%. Wow. The step-up group improved by only 22%. Here's why. Going downstairs requires 3 times more muscle control than going up. Your muscles must slow your body down, not push it up. This type of work is called eccentric contraction, and it's the first type of strength we lose with age. That's why so many falls happen while going downstairs. Now let's do this the right way. Find a sturdy step, curb, or bottom stair about 6 to 8 inches high. Stand on the step with both feet close to the edge. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Now slowly lower your left foot toward the floor. And when I say slowly, I mean 3 full seconds. What? 1, 2, 3. Let your left toes gently touch the floor, then press through your right heel. To return to the starting position. That's 1 repetition. Here's a critical detail most people miss. Your right knee must stay aligned with your toes. Do not let it collapse inward. Biomechanics research shows knee collapse reduces the effectiveness of this exercise by up to 40% and increases joint stress. Your upper body matters too. Keep your chest tall, eyes forward. Do not look down at your feet. A University of Pittsburgh study found that people who looked down during step-down exercises felt 60% more unsteady on real stairs later. Why? Because stairs require proprioception, your body's ability to know where it is in space without looking. This exercise retrains that skill. Start with 8 repetitions per leg. The tempo matters more than the number. If you rush it, you lose the benefit. After 2 weeks, increase to 12 reps per leg. Once that feels comfortable, add a light weight, around 5 pounds, held close to your chest. Physical therapists at the Mayo Clinic found that light resistance increased strength gains by 38% without increasing knee pain. Do step-downs 3 times per week, never on consecutive days. Your muscles need recovery time to rebuild this breaking strength. This exercise restores control, but control alone isn't enough. Next, we address the hidden stabilizers that determine whether you feel steady or shaky on stairs, and almost no one trains them. Number 3, standing hip abduction. At first glance, this exercise doesn't look related to stairs at all, but in reality, it may be the most important stability exercise. For adults over 60, your hip abductors are the muscles on the outer side of your hips. They keep your pelvis level every time you shift weight from one leg to the other. When these muscles weaken, something subtle but dangerous happens. Your body starts to wobble with each step. You feel unsteady. You grab the handrail. You avoid stairs altogether. A 2024 study from Stanford Northwestern University. Tested more than 1,500 adults over 60. The researchers found something remarkable. Hip abductor strength was the single strongest predictor of stair confidence. Not knee strength, not cardio fitness. People with strong hip abductors were 71% less likely to use a handrail. That's independence. Here's how to train them correctly. Stand next to a wall or sturdy chair. You may lightly hold it for balance, but do not lean. Bring your feet together. Shift your weight onto your hunched left leg. Now slowly lift your hunched right leg, straight out to the side. Keep your toes facing forward. Do not let them turn upward. The movement comes from your hip, not your lower back. Lift until you feel tension, usually about 12 to 18 inches. Hold for 2 seconds at the top, then lower slowly. No swinging, no momentum. Your standing leg is working just as hard as the moving leg. Keep that knee slightly bent, not locked. Engage your core gently. Here's a helpful image. Imagine balancing a book on your head. This keeps your posture aligned and your pelvis steady. The American Physical Therapy Association found that proper alignment during hip abduction increased single-leg balance time by 54%. Start with 10 repetitions per side. You should feel a deep burn on the side of your hip. That's exactly where you want it. After 2 weeks, add a resistance band around your ankles. Boston University researchers showed that progressive resistance increased stair improvement by 43% compared to body weight alone. Choose a band that makes the last 2 reps challenging but still controlled. Now here's something important. Unlike larger muscle groups, hip abductors recover quickly. That's why this exercise works best daily. Yes, daily. Even just 2 sets per day produced better results than 3 intense sessions per week. Do them while your coffee brews, during TV commercials, anytime. Consistency rewires the nervous system, and stairs become automatic again. Now we move to an exercise that restores power, the ability to push yourself upward with confidence. Number 2, the sit to stand. This movement looks simple, almost too simple, but it may be the most powerful functional exercise ever studied for adults over 60. Researchers at Duke University analyzed stair climbing using 3D motion tracking. What they found surprised even seasoned scientists. The muscle activation pattern during stair climbing was 87% identical to standing up from a chair. In other words, if you can stand up smoothly and powerfully from a chair, you can climb stairs. Even more telling, people who could perform 15 sit-to-stands in 30 seconds had virtually no stair difficulty, regardless of age. So let's do this correctly. Choose a chair that places your knees at roughly 90 degrees. Avoid soft couches or recliners. Sit toward the prow and front edge line of the chair. Place your feet flat, hip-width apart. Your feet should be slightly behind your knees, not stretched out in front. Now cross your arms over your chest. This prevents cheating and forces your legs to do the work. Here's the key detail most people miss. The movement starts with a hip hinge, not a back bend. Lean forward until your nose is over your toes. This shifts your center of mass over your feet and instantly makes the movement easier. Biomechanics research shows this reduces knee strain by 30%. Now push through your heels and stand. Fully extend your hips and knees. Pause for half a second at the top. Then lower yourself back down, slowly. Do not drop into the chair. That controlled descent is what trains the muscles you use when walking downstairs. Your breathing matters here. Exhale as you stand up. Inhale as you sit back down. This breathing pattern increases power output by up to 15% and helps stabilize blood pressure. Keep your chest tall. Slouching reduces force production and shifts stress into your knees. Start with 3 sets of 8 repetitions, resting 60 seconds between sets. After 1 week, increase to 10 reps. By week 3, aim for 12 to 15 reps per set. Once 15 reps feel easy, progress in one of 2 ways. Option 1, use a lower chair. Option 2. Pause for 2 seconds at the bottom before standing. A 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging showed that adding this pause increased stair climbing power by 31%. Do sit to stands every other day. Afternoon sessions tend to produce slightly better results because body temperature is higher, but consistency is more important than timing. People who exercised at the same time each day, morning or afternoon, had 40% better adherence and stronger results. This movement rebuilds leg strength, coordination, balance, confidence, and it does it in a way your body understands. Now we move to the exercise that stunned researchers the most, the one that changed everything we thought we knew about stairs. Number 1. Heel raises with holds. This is the movement that completely changed how scientists understand stair difficulty after 60. Your calf muscles, specifically the soleus and gastrocnemius, generate about 40% of the power needed to climb stairs. But here's what researchers missed for decades. It's not just calf strength that matters. It's calf power endurance with precise control. When Stanford University researchers introduced heel raises with timed holds, the results were shocking. After just 8 weeks, stair climbing speed increased by 67%. Participants reported stairs felt 70% easier. Confidence improved dramatically, even in low light, and while carrying objects. Let's break this down carefully. Stand with the marked balls of your feet on a step or sturdy platform. Your heels should hang slightly off the edge. Hold onto a railing or wall for balance, but do not pull with your arms. Start with both feet. Now rise up onto your toes, as high as possible. Not fast, not halfway. Go to your absolute maximum height. At the very top, hold for 3 full seconds. This is where the magic happens. That isometric hold activates type 2 muscle fibers, the power fibers that decline fastest with age unless specifically trained. Now slowly lower your heels over 3 seconds until they drop slightly below the step. This stretched position is critical. Research from the University of Southern California found that using the full range of motion produced 45% better ankle mobility, 52% more power output. Do not bounce at the bottom. Pause for 1 second. Then rise again. After 2 weeks of mastering the double leg version, it's time to progress. This is where real change happens. Single leg heel raises. Stand on your right foot. Let your left foot rest lightly behind your ankle for balance. Rise up, hold 3 seconds. Lower for 3 seconds. 3. Your balance will wobble at first. That's good. That wobble activates stabilizer muscles that double leg exercises completely miss. These muscles are what keep you steady on stairs, especially when carrying groceries or walking in dim lighting. Follow this exact progression. Weeks 1-2. 3 sets of 12 double leg raises. Weeks 3-4. 2 sets of 12 double leg, 1 set of 6 single leg, each side. Week 5 and beyond. 3 sets of 8 to 10 single leg raises per leg. Participants who followed this progression improved twice as much as those who rushed ahead. Timing matters. Do heel raises every other day. And here's a crucial detail most people ignore. Do them 10 minutes after your other exercises or after a short walk. Warm muscles respond 35% better to isometric holds than cold ones. Cold muscles reduce the effectiveness by nearly 30%. Surface matters too. Once you're comfortable, try performing heel raises on a slightly unstable surface, like a thick yoga mat. Australian research showed this increased muscle activation by 23% 2x. But master the stable version first. Strength before instability. Foot position also matters. Toes straight, balanced calf development. Toes slightly outward, more push-off power. Toes slightly inward, more lateral stability. Rotate positions weekly to avoid plateaus. Rest, 90 seconds. Between sets, calf muscles recover differently than other muscles. Shorter rests reduce power output significantly. Finally, the mental cue. Don't think lifting yourself up. Think pushing the floor away. This simple visualization increases muscle activation by 12%. At the top of the hold, imagine you're trying to grow 1 inch taller. Breathing pattern. Exhale as you rise. Hold breath gently during the 3-second hold. Inhale as you lower. This improves core stability and balance without stressing blood pressure. Most people feel a difference on stairs within about 10 days. By week 4, stairs feel automatic again. By week 8, many forget stairs were ever a problem. One 72-year-old participant said, "I started taking stairs just for fun again." These 5 movements work together. Each one fixes a different piece of the puzzle. Wall sits, endurance, step downs, control, hip abductions, stability, sit to stands, functional strength, heel raises, power. Together, they rebuild the entire stair climbing pattern. Total time, less than 20 minutes every other day. The researchers concluded something powerful. Aging doesn't steal your ability to use stairs. Unused movement patterns do. And once retrained, they come back. Now I want to hear from you. When was the last time you took stairs? Without thinking about them. First, and if these exercises could bring that back in just 8 weeks. Which one will you start today? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching.